Have you ever stood in a place so vibrant, so loud, and so undeniably alive that you felt like the ground beneath your feet was humming? It's a sensory overload, a vibration that travels up through the soles of your shoes and settles deep in your chest. Most people talk about South America in terms of its beaches, its lush, sprawling jungles, or its complex, layered history. But there's a side to this continent that only really wakes up when the rest of the world is hitting the snooze button. We're talking about a nightlife scene that isn't just a pastime or a way to blow off steam, it's a religion. It's a rhythmic, sweaty, beautiful, and sometimes chaotic expression of identity that defies easy categorization. Today, we're taking you deep into the heart of Brazil to uncover what makes its nightlife the undisputed champion of intensity. We're going to step away from the glossy, curated travel brochures and get into the real, unfiltered streets where the magic actually happens. So, grab a coffee, settle in, and let's explore the heartbeat of the South. Imagine landing in Rio de Janeiro. You know the images, the towering Christ the Redeemer statue looking over the bay, the sweeping, iconic curve of Copacabana, the lush, emerald mountains meeting the deep blue Atlantic. But when the sun dips behind the jagged Dois Irmãos peaks, the city undergoes a metamorphosis. It's not just about the beach clubs or the high-end hotel bars, it's about the Lapa neighborhood. Picture narrow, cobblestone streets, crumbling colonial architecture bathed in flickering purple and yellow lights, and the sound of samba pouring out of every open window, creating a sonic tapestry that pulls you into the fray. In Rio, the nightlife is an extension of the public space. You don't just go to a club, you go to the street. You buy a caipirinha, a potent, lime-infused nectar, from a plastic cart, you stand on the cracked sidewalk, and you talk until the early hours of the morning. It's communal, it's spontaneous, and it's deeply rooted in the carioca way of life. It's about being seen, being heard, and feeling the salt-heavy ocean breeze while the bass kicks in from a nearby bar. The energy here is fluid. You might start the night in a crowded bar and end it dancing on a staircase surrounded by hundreds of strangers who feel like old friends. Now, let's pivot to the complete opposite, São Paulo. If Rio is the hedonistic, beach-loving cousin who lives for the weekend, São Paulo is the ambitious, restless, and endlessly fascinating workaholic. This city is a concrete jungle, a sprawling, infinite metropolis that never sleeps and rarely blinks. We're talking about a place where the nightlife is world-class, industrial, and incredibly diverse. You want an underground techno club hidden deep inside a converted warehouse in the Barra Funda district? São Paulo has it, complete with laser shows and world-class DJs. You want a sophisticated, glass-walled rooftop bar overlooking a skyline that stretches to the horizon, dotted with millions of twinkling lights? It's there, waiting for you. The energy here is different. It's focused, it's intense, and it's fueled by the sheer, crushing scale of the city. People here treat nightlife as an art form. It's about the fashion, which leans toward the cutting edge of global trends, the meticulous music curation, and the avant-garde spirit that defines the Paulistano creative class. If you think you know what a big city party feels like, São Paulo is here to challenge every single one of your expectations. It's the engine of South America, and when that engine starts running at night, the whole continent feels the vibration. It's a city of 12 million people, and at 3 a.m., you can find a 5-star restaurant serving dinner, a club playing experimental jazz, and a street stall selling hot dogs, all within the same city block. And we have to talk about the music, specifically funk carioca. This isn't the funk you might be thinking of from the 70s with brass sections and smooth bass lines. This is raw, bass-heavy, and unapologetically rhythmic. It was born in the favelas, built on programmed drum machines and local slang, and it has exploded into the cultural soundtrack of the entire nation. When you're at a party and that heavy, syncopated beat drops, you don't just dance, you surrender. It's a physical experience. You feel the bass vibrating in your chest, you see the intricate, lightning-fast footwork, and you realize this is more than just entertainment. It's a voice. It's a way for people to document their lives, their struggles, and their triumphs. It's the heartbeat of the party, and once you've experienced it live, you realize why it's so infectious. It's impossible to stand still. Even if you aren't a dancer, the rhythm forces you to move. It is a unifying force, echoing in the streets of Rio and the clubs of São Paulo alike. Then, there's the behemoth, Carnival. If you've never seen it, it's hard to describe the sheer, overwhelming scale of the energy. Imagine millions of people taking over the streets for days on end. It's not just a parade, it's a total social overhaul. The social hierarchy disappears. For those few days, everyone is equal under the glitter, the feathers, and the sweat. The costumes are elaborate, hand-stitched masterpieces, the floats are moving cities, and the drumming, oh, the drumming, it's a percussive, thunderous sound that stays with you for months. It's a testament to the Brazilian capacity for joy, even in the face of hardship. It's a beautiful, chaotic display of human connection. It's the ultimate party, but it's also a deeply cultural, almost spiritual ritual that binds the country together. It's a moment where the entire nation exhales, shedding the weight of the year to celebrate the simple fact of being alive. Now, let's talk about the broader party culture. In many places in the West, we tend to compartmentalize our lives. We have a work life and a party life, and they rarely touch. We schedule our fun for Friday nights and Saturday nights. In South America, the line is blurred. The party is an extension of family, community, and friendship. You'll see grandmothers, young kids, and teenagers all celebrating in the same space. It's inclusive. It's not about exclusivity or getting past a velvet rope, it's about being part of the crowd. It's about sharing a moment, a drink, and a laugh with whoever is standing next to you. This social fluidity is something that really defines the South American experience. It's warm, it's welcoming, and it forces you to drop your guard. For Americans traveling here, this can be a bit of a culture shock. We're used to structured events, scheduled bar times, and a certain level of personal space. In Brazil, that personal space is a little more negotiable. You're going to be bumped into, you're going to be invited into conversations with strangers who have no interest in your professional title but every interest in your story, and you're going to be expected to participate in the energy of the room. It's not an intrusion, it's an invitation. If you go in with an open mind, you'll find that this lack of structure is actually the most liberating part of the travel experience. You stop worrying about where you're going or what you're missing on an app, and you start focusing on where you are. You start to understand that the best stories aren't written in a travel guidebook, they're written in the conversations you have at 3 a.m. on a street corner in Rio, eating a midnight snack with someone you met 10 minutes ago. It's about embracing the unpredictability. It's about realizing that sometimes, the best part of the night is the part you didn't plan at all, the detour, the missed taxi, the spontaneous sing-along. South America isn't just a destination, it's a feeling. It's a continent that demands your full attention, your full heart, and your full presence. Whether you're dancing to the heavy, pulsing beats of a funk track, watching the sunrise paint the Atlantic in shades of gold and violet, or simply sharing a meal with locals in a bustling city, you're part of something much bigger than yourself. It's a place that teaches you how to let go, how to find joy in the chaos, and how to connect with people in a way that feels genuine and real. It strips away the digital veneer we often live behind and forces us to look at the person across from us and say, we are here, together, right now. As we wrap up this journey through the nightlife of Brazil, I want you to think about what travel really means to you. Is it just about seeing the sights, checking off a bucket list, or is it about feeling the pulse of a place? Is it about following the itinerary, or is it about following the music? Because if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, if you're willing to embrace the noise, the sweat, and the rhythm, you'll find that South America has a way of changing you. It leaves a mark on your soul. It changes the way you see the world, the way you interact with strangers, and the way you value a good time. It's a masterclass in living for the moment. And honestly, isn't that what we're all looking for when we travel? A little bit of magic, a little bit of mystery, and a lot of human connection? Brazil is waiting for you. It's loud, it's proud, and it's ready to show you a side of life that you might not even know existed. So, keep your eyes open, keep your heart ready, and don't be afraid to take that extra turn down a dimly lit side street. You never know what you might find, a hidden gem of a jazz club, a street party that feels like a festival, or a lifelong friend. And remember, the party doesn't stop when the music ends. It continues in the memories you make, the stories you tell, and the way you carry that energy back home with you. There's so much more to explore, so many more nights to experience, and so many more rhythms to discover across this incredible continent. From the snow-capped peaks of the Andes to the dense, breathing greenery of the Amazon, this continent is a treasure trove of human experience waiting to be tapped into. And I'm just getting started on showing you the way through the noise and the beauty. Stay curious, keep exploring, and keep seeking out the places that make you feel truly, undeniably alive. Because at the end of the day, that's what this life is all about. It's about the journey, it's about the people, and it's about the stories we bring home with us to tell in the quiet moments. Thank you for being part of this adventure. It's been an incredible ride, and I'm so glad you decided to join me as we dived into the deep end of the Brazilian night. Subscribe for cinematic journeys through the most fascinating, vibrant, and pulse-pounding places in South America.